Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm literally balancing my laptop on a water bottle just so it's a bit higher up and you have a better view. But I thought, happy Sunday. It is actually Easter Sunday today. It is Sunday the 5th of April 2026, and I thought I would give you a little vegan grocery haul. Again, some very inexpensive food grocery items that you can buy that will help you feel full, get all your vitamins in, feel healthy, look amazing, and stay within your budget. There's even a trend that was started by an athlete vegan activist. I forget her name, but I think it was like vegan on less than $2 a day or less than $3 a day. I'm in South Africa, so I deal in rands, and I don't have the exact prices on me, but really not expensive food that I got. So we've got a first staple is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are absolutely brilliant. They're delicious. They are a staple in many countries, some of which have the healthiest people in the world. The staple is sweet potatoes. So sweet potatoes are excellent. Because it is Easter, I got some hot cross buns. These are vegan, believe it or not. Some delicious vegan hot cross buns. Hot cross buns are vegan, I think, generally. We got, of course, some rice. This will keep you satisfied. Lean jasmine rice. I absolutely love rice. Asians eat rice 3 times a day, sometimes more. Not all Asian cultures, I presume not all Asian cultures eat rice 3 times a day. But I know that Koreans eat a lot of rice, for example. I lived in South Korea, so I know they eat a lot of rice, even for breakfast sometimes. We got some pickled onions. I haven't actually ever tried pickled onions, but I think this is really nice to like throw over potatoes, rice, keeping your fat low. So I usually like very starchy. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved very starchy, kind of plain things. I've never really liked meat growing up. I didn't like eating animals. I just did so because I thought everyone, thought it was the right thing to do. Even recently, when I was, you could say, bodybuilding, I was eating meat 3 times a day because I thought, well, this is healthier. This is what I'm meant to be doing. Meanwhile, my health was actually depleting. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Katrina Suckershake, aka Bread Baby. I am on a health mission to completely fix my health after I discovered I had really high cholesterol. This was from eating a lot of meat, including lean meat, including chicken. I worked with a body recomp. After I lost a lot of weight, 15 kilos. This was eating basically whatever I wanted, a lot of carbohydrates, sweet treats, and I felt okay. I didn't get my bloods done then, but then I decided I wanted to not be skinny fat anymore. So I started working with a body recomp coach and eating meat, more meat, and then I was shocked to discover a couple months in, not only had I lost my period, but I also had high cholesterol. I think I was overtraining, my calories were too low, and this is why I'm moving away from calories in, calories out now. Calories in, calories out can work, of course, but is it sustainable? I don't think so, because I don't think I know any YouTuber or bodybuilder who has managed to maintain a very lean physique for a long period of time. And I think that puts more stress on the body, on the metabolism, on the thyroid. The reason I'm making YouTube videos again is because I have the energy. I have sugar in my brain, in my muscles. Okay, my muscles are like, I'm looking a little bit fluffy now because my muscles are refilling with glycogen. My body is refilling with glycogen. And if you wake up, I had a very salty meal yesterday. Sometimes you wake up looking, oh, why am I so puffy? That is 9 times out of 10 sodium, apparently. And please, disclaimer, I am not a health professional. I'm not a doctor. I am studying to become a nutritionist, but take whatever I say in terms of advice, health advice, weight loss advice consult a doctor first if you must, although Western doctors are not always right. They can misdiagnose you. I've been misdiagnosed more than I've been misdiagnosed a lot. Anyway, let's carry on. I got some Cocoa Pops. This is a little naughty because sometimes Cocoa Pops have like extra things, extra ingredients that you don't necessarily really want. It could be a bit dry, a bit dehydrating. So if you're going to eat like vegan junk, I wouldn't say this is really that bad, But the cacao can be a little bit like of a stimulant. But I mean, the ingredients are wheat, maize, sugar, cocoa powder, barley, salt, vitamins, pantothenic acid, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, B6, B12. I remember reading the ingredients as a kid. Everyone's saying cereal is so bad. I'm like, but what is so bad? What is so bad in these ingredients? I mean, humans have been, invented started planting crops in winter time when they didn't have any fresh fruit or vegetables, and moved, further away from the equator. So this is what I read in the starch solution. Forget the name of the author. Goodness, the guy, the starch solution guy. What is his name? Let me look this up because it's gonna bug me. But he was saying that we are actually genetically the closest to chimpanzees and bonobo. What is the monkey that we're the closest genetically to? We are very genetically similar to chimpanzees, right? John McDougall. Humans genetically close to chimpanzees and bonobos. We're like 99%. We share 99% of their DNA. And bonobos and chimpanzees eat mostly what? Fruit and vegetables, right? So we are actually designed to thrive off fruit and vegetables, fiber, sugar, glucose. The only difference, this is really interesting, and I read this in Starch Solution by McDougall. Excuse the dogs barking and everything. But the only difference between, let me see if the light is a little bit better there. The only difference between, this could be the thumbnail. I don't know if it's going to catch that because I didn't really edit my videos anymore. Just waste too much time. The only difference between humans and monkeys is over time, humans moved further away from the equator with evolution, right? Of course, I am not going to talk about my religious beliefs in terms of evolution. I believe God created us. I believe in the Bible. I believe in Jesus. But this is not the point. Humans moved further and further away from the equator, right? And we didn't have access to fruit and vegetables, which were more readily available closer to the equator. So we had to find other ways of surviving, should I say. So we started planting crops. I'm not even sure how we discovered we could make bread, plant maize in fields and grow fruit and vegetables, and then for them to be patient enough. But I think we had no choice. Potatoes, for instance. How did we discover we could eat potatoes? I don't know. But the difference between humans and chimpanzees, and so I understand, is that humans developed or adapted to eating starches, right? They adapted to thriving off starches more. So we have the digestive enzymes for starches as well as fruit and vegetables, right? So that's the main difference between humans and, let's say, bonobos and chimpanzees, is that we can digest starches and actually perform really well on starches. I think it was Caesar's army who said to Caesar that they felt stronger and lighter and had more energy for long periods of time eating mostly starch, not meat, right? Gladiators apparently were mostly vegan. And there's a lot of these things that you don't know if they are true, they're anecdotal. Again, I'm not going to pretend I know it all, but I know how I feel now, and I know that my nails, since eating high carb, low fat vegan again, my nails are growing, my hair is growing so much faster, my skin is so much better. I don't know if you can see my mood. I have almost zero anxiety. My period is back. Made a video about it. Let's carry on with the grocery haul. Right, this might be a little bit of a longer video. I got decaf coffee. I know this is really not great. I've got actually bamboo coffee, which is like a fake coffee, but this, it's not great, but I like my decaf, and I have it with almond milk or soy milk. Also with your plant milks, if you are really looking for fat loss, try not have too much soy milk, because some soy milk as well is a lot higher in fat, right? So you want to keep the fat low. Sugar, plain white sugar. This, my guys, is what is going to help you keep those glucose levels elevated, so that you have energy throughout the day. I was just watching one of Duran Rider's videos yesterday. He was saying how the difference between the cyclists that perform the best that he knows and those that don't, that are fruitarian, is that the fruitarians don't always have the best energy, because it's difficult to only eat fruit and get all the energy you need, whereas those who combine fruit and sugar, they have lasting energy. They can perform at maximum capacity, because all this does is keep your glucose levels high, and the brain needs a constant flow of glucose. So I think it also extracts nutrients from the fruit. Like, this could be not true, but this is what I've heard, is that sugar also digests basically in the exact same way as sugar from fruit. I know that this is in my studies now. Fructose, so these are monosaccharides, so that means that they're like single sugars. Sugar is a disaccharide, meaning it has to split before it digests and absorbs. But fructose, glucose, and galactose are monosaccharides, meaning as soon as you consume them, like fruit, it goes straight into the bloodstream, straight into the liver. You can use it as energy straight away. Whereas starches, also fantastic for you, but they are polysaccharides, if I'm not mistaken. And they have to split into 3 before they can be absorbed. So when you eat starches, you'll still feel good, but you might not have that direct, immediate energy hit as you would if you had pure sugar. All right. And what the beauty about eating high carb, low fat is that you can eat a lot more, right? If you like food, like me, I like eating a lot of food. And the reason you're binging as well is because your body's like, give me sugar, give me glucose. You're not giving it to me from the amount of protein and fat you're eating. So you think you're binging and emotional eating, but all you were doing is like listening to your body. Okay. So I got some decaf tea as well. I got some Fanta, also not good because of the acid. So surprisingly, it's not the sugar that is bad for your teeth in soft drinks, it's the acid. So I like to rinse my mouth after I've had a soft drink. It's not great. I've got some baked beans. These are really good for just like, when you're lazy and you're just like studying like me. I'm studying and working and I'm running my business. So I've got a lot going on and I can't always like cook, I like cooking my rice. I like cooking these curries, stews. I like cooking a lot. And I cook my boyfriend who's non-vegan. I cook him non-vegan stuff as well. But all that's in this is beans, tomato sauce, water, sugar, salt, starch. This sometimes might be a little bit high in sodium, you know what I mean? I need to look up what is too much sodium per 100 gram. I'm going to actually look that up now, because you want to keep your sodium low as well. Too much sodium is really not good for you at all. So, okay, what is too much sodium per 100 gram? What is too much sodium per 100 gram? Let's see. So foods with more than 400 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams should be avoided. So this has, per 100 grams, has 220 milligrams, so half that. It's still not good. It's still got a bit too much sodium. If you want to wake up looking leaner, keep your sodium low, keep your carbohydrates high, keep your fat low, keep your water high. Always be drinking water. I also feel like I look younger and I feel younger. I feel like I'm 19 again. I promise you, it's crazy. I got some bread. And again, bread, I like making my own bread. But when I don't have the time is, and you just want to grab something. I got some bread. This is low fat. I mean, there's per 160 grams, which is 4 slices. There is 3.3 grams of fat. It's a little bit higher in fat, right? So you don't want to have, like, if you have the entire thing, that would mean like, okay, 3, 6, 9, 12 grams of fat. You could have this entire thing, but then you might just be eating too much sodium. So if I have a lot of bread, for instance, I feel fine, but like I can wake up looking puffier because I think it also holds water. And also every gram of carbohydrate you eat holds 4 grams of water. So sometimes you think I've gained weight on the scale or how I look, but that's just water. It's just your muscles refilling with glycogen and water. Which would you rather look like a dried out raisin or a raisin? I'm sorry, but I actually would rather look like the raisin, the full plump ripe fruit, ripe for the taking. Okay. Some juice. I actually have freshly squeezed orange juice in the fridge as well. I prefer freshly squeezed. It's just much better for you because there's like citric acid, absorbic acid, not great for you. But again, if you are on a budget and you just want that hit, sometimes juice can feel a little bit soury. You can add white sugar to it, literally pour sugar into your juice. Look, if you are transitioning from calories in, calories out to eating what your body actually thrives off, which is high carbohydrates, lots more fibers and vegetables and fruits, you're not going to feel great at first because your body needs to detoxify. Your metabolism might need to reset. So you're going to think like you're going the other way, like, oh my goodness, I'm gaining, like this is what's happening to me at the moment, right? I've gained some weight. I don't even know I've stopped weighing myself because I feel so good generally that I don't even, like, it doesn't faze me anymore, the slight weight gain, because I know my body needed to get back to this point. You know, metabolism, healing your metabolism doesn't happen overnight. But I am coming out with something that'll actually help you move away from calories in, calories out, and move towards a diet that is right for your body, so that the fat actually starts coming off for good this time and you feel incredible in the process. Not only will you feel good, but you'll start looking better, glowing, looking younger. Your skin will start clearing up. Your eyes will look brighter. People will notice your hair. They will compliment you. Like, you'll feel sometimes, like, it's sometimes felt hard for me getting dressed because some of my clothes don't fit the way they do, but that's because I just know my body is actually a healthy weight now, right? I was too thin. Got some veggies. Again, you want to get fresh, much better. This is not the greatest like example of a grocery haul, but this you can literally chuck in the microwave. It's not great to have the plastic, but you can put it in a bowl, a little bit of water, chuck it in the microwave for 5 minutes. It's done. Or boil it. You know, boil veggies. It's super quick. I got some soup. This is vegetable and barley soup. I also got some little packet rices that you can, like, that are already made. You can just throw in the microwave. This is also too high in fat. You don't want to do this if you're trying to keep your fat low. But there's 4 grams of fat per 20 grams, right? And I assume one serving is, let's see how much one serving is. It says the vegan cheese. I don't know how much one serving is. Well, if there's 160 grams divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 160 divided by 8. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to embarrass myself here. What's 160? Divided by 8. That is 20. Okay, so 20 grams is one slice. So there is 4 grams of fat for one slice. So that is quite high in fat. So like you could get away with one of these a day, I'd say, or 2, because yeah, it's a little high in fat. So I'm going to keep that to like 1 a day maximum while keeping the rest of my fat really low. I got some grapes, really good snack to have on hand, very hydrating. I got some melon. I'm just getting it out the bag here. I got some orange melon. You want to get a full one. You know, eat a lot of fruit. You want to actually get the most of your calories from fruit if you can. But if you don't have the freshest fruit and you don't have access to sweet, nice, juicy, like ripe fruit, then I suggest more starches, adding sugar to things, keeping your sugar high, you know, sandwiches. Again, bread is not ideal, but rice is your best friend. Rice, fruit. You know, dates are fantastic for fiber, keeping you regular, keeping the weight off, keeping the fat melting off, good energy hit, and mood enhancer. So I'm going to pack all of this away. I've got some work to do. I'm going to also, my knee is still sore from when I fell in the shower, so I'm going to pack all of this away, do a little bit of walking, throw the ball for my dog, and then get back to work, get back to studying, try and be productive. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. My name's Katerina. If you have any questions whatsoever when it comes to regaining or fixing your metabolism, fixing your hormones, my hormones are almost back to normal. I'm so happy. My blood glucose is perfectly normal. My cholesterol has come way down since eating a high carb, low fat vegan diet. And I'm documenting this process. Look, I'm not going to pretend like I have found the one size fits all, okay? I thought I had found the one size fits all when I was doing calorie restriction, because I was like, oh, you can eat anything while keeping your calories low. But yes, you lose weight, but I also my hair became dull. I lost my period. My cholesterol was high. My eyes were dry constantly. I couldn't sleep. My cortisol was high. My anxiety was sky high. So I don't want that anymore. You know, that's what happens when you restrict. You actually need way more calories than you think from the right sources. Okay, you can't just binge out on donuts, because fat and sugar combined is the problem, not the sugar. Please stop fearing sugar. Sugar is energy. It is like, sugar is literally sun crystals. It's I think who was it? Freely the Banana Girl saying that calling sugar sun crystals, because it's what is sugar? I'm going to read you the definition of sugar. It's actually so cool. Sugar definition. Sugar is a sweet-tasting soluble carbohydrate, primary sucrose, used to sweeten foods and provide energy. It is a simple carbohydrate, monosaccharide or disaccharide, found naturally in plants or dairy, or added to processed foods. Synonym includes sucrose, saccharose, sweetener, and carbohydrate. So, okay, no, let's just rather look up, where does sugar come from? Where does sugar come from? This is the last thing, and then we'll leave you here because this video is long already. Okay, sugar comes from sugar cane and sugar beets, which produce sucrose through photosynthesis. So sugar cane is a tall tropical grass where sugar is extracted from the stalk, while sugar beets are root vegetables grown in cooler climates. So they're a plant, like from a plant. While sugar beets are the plants are harvested, crushed, or sliced and refined to create various sugar products. I just screenshotted that too. For my Instagram. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Katerina Sakshek, bread baby, because can't not have my bread. I feel like I have created a way of eating that allows me to still eat as much bread as I want, basically, because I could like just eat bread. That's the sad reality, but I don't. I try and eat, you know, all my fruits and vegetables and blah blah blah, and my pasta and my rice, and my veggies, but I love my beans as well, you know, extra bit of iron and a little bit of protein. You want to keep your protein low as well, because if you're looking to gain weight and become like have something anabolic which makes you grow, you eat more protein. Bodybuilders eat protein because they're trying to grow their muscles. Are you trying to grow? If you're a woman, like, are you trying to become bigger, or are you trying to become smaller, like an Asian or a Thai girl, you know, skinny Thai girl? Which one is it? Because that's totally fine. Like, it all depends on what you want and how you want to look. But yeah, I think I'm going to post this tomorrow. I've already posted my video for today, Easter Sunday, my little grocery haul. This is another grocery haul, but this is a more fun one because I'm talking more. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next one.